Right now, you are watching millions of people dealing.
Let's see. Is this it? I think. What's the date? Nope, that's not it. Go back. It's this. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Good morning. I just figured I would come on and chat with you guys for a little bit this morning before I start doing what I need to do. I had no plans to cook a meal, but when you got kids and they're looking for a meal, you cook a meal. I am Mrs. Mullins says, I want y'all to start talking about the Cuban Adjustment Act. That's where all our money is going. I see TikTok is firing up. I am Mrs. Mullins. Girl, you can set up an account and talk about that. I don't think you could dictate to anybody else what they should be talking about on their platform. If that's important to you, I always encourage people to start using their voices, using their education and their experiences to bring information out to the public. Baby, I got enough to talk about. Mrs. What's her name? Let me see. Mrs. Mullins, come through. It's free to create a TikTok account. It's free to create a YouTube account. It's free to create an account on most of social media. You say you didn't mean it like that? I'm encouraging you. I have encouraged many people to start their own channels and pages to talk about things that are important to you. If you think it's important to be talked about and it needs to be a part of our political discussions and no one is talking about it, please create a page, an account, and talk about it. Please. Not one person can have their feet in everything that is going on. Collectively, we all work together to inform the masses. Mrs. Mullins, create an account. There isn't a lot of people on the left. And the people that are on the left, they don't get amplified like the people on the right. The people on that is one of the reasons why Donald Trump won. There are so many different outlets of people for people on the right. And they get amplified by people like Elon Musk and TikTok. and Facebook, they get their voices, their pages get amplified. And people who look like me, it's not just me being on the left. I'm a double whammy. I'm a triple whammy. I'm black, I'm a woman, and I speak on issues for the black community on the left. I'm looking at Blue Sky's numbers, and all of the fellow content creators on the left who have created accounts have well over 50,000 followers. They talk about the same things I talk about. They have well over 50,000 followers already. These people just went over to Blue Sky after the election. You know how many I got? 5,000. I'm happy for my 5,000, but I just want you to understand there's a discrepancy. So the only way the black voice gets heard is if there's a huge supply of us out talking about our issues. Nobody can talk about the Asian experience better than an Asian person. No one can talk about the Latino experience better than a Latino person. Nobody can talk about the black experience better than a black person. And collectively, if we do this collectively, all of our issues get put out there. Vindictive Tiger, I did a video the other day. I've been on Fanbase since Fanbase went live. I've been a supporter of Fanbase since Fanbase went live. My account has been up on Fanbase since they went live. Y'all are not on Fanbase. Y'all are not over interacting with us on Fanbase. Hey, El Teddy. El Teddy, down in the comment section, talks about politics. How many of y'all are following El Teddy? Follow El Teddy. Now, El Teddy talks about a plethora of other things, shows and things like that. But he does weekly segments talking about what's going on socially and politically. So hear me when I say, there's a bunch of people on the left talking, but not all of our voices are being amplified. So, Mrs. Mullins, you want to talk about what's going on with Cuba? Create an account. I implore you. I'm not on Spoutable. I did, when it first went live, I created an account on Spoutable, and then I learned it wasn't black owned. It was POC owned. Thank you, Kathy. Do you have a link where you can do that? Because I want to invest into fan. Hey, Tarshell, I want to invest into Fanbase. Do you have a link? Can you put a link down in the comments? Kathy, Sandrew. I know they have been trying to raise funds, and I got some funds over in my investment account, and yeah, I'll move some money to try to help them, because listen, I'm be honest, I don't enjoy Fanbase, but I understand it's a startup, and I understand that they need funding in order to make Fanbase what we want it to be, and they just don't have that. Black owned, they don't have the type of funding that they have over on Blue Sky. In a matter of a couple of weeks, Blue Sky has skyrocketed in the millions. Fanbase is they've been around since what, 2018, I believe, 2017, 2018, and Blue Sky has skyrocketed past fan base. If you're a white person, fan base is not Black only. Fan base is Black owned, not Black only. You can create an account. I don't enjoy fan base, but I post on fan base a few times a week to support fan base. I don't know. Who is this asking this? What is the stock name to? I don't think it's like a stock. I don't think it's public like that. The person over Blue Sky was the guy. Is it Jack Dorsey who was originally over Twitter? I think he started Blue Sky, but I think he's since sold it since then. I would say fan base is more like Instagram, but it doesn't have all of the bells and whistles because that takes money to upgrade the platform. Okay, so they're not public. I didn't think they were public. I think there's a particular way that you have to invest. You know who talks about it a lot? Roland Martin. I'll go scrolling through over on Roland's page to see if I can get a link or something. Thank you, Claus 2222. Arthai from India. I apologize. I know I'm mispronouncing that. Jay Grabber is the CEO of Blue Sky. Jay Parrish follows. Hey, Jay Parrish. How you doing? Long time no see. I'm on fan base, Georgia girl. Hey, Bougie Barbie. Katrina said, yeah, El Teddy can, El Teddy is who he is, and you can either accept it or not. He ain't changing, and you might get cussed out. You might get cussed out if you try to change him, but El Teddy is very knowledgeable when it comes to politics. So pick and choose what you want to watch. Pick and choose what you want to watch. And please, for God's sake, don't go over to any creator's page and try to tell them what you think they should be talking about. I had somebody, I did a video yesterday because, you know, I'm in my relax and resting mode because the shit's going to hit the fan come January 20th. So I'm in my resting and relaxing mode right now. And yesterday I posted a video talking about another love of mine, which is makeup. A lot of you have been following me for years, and y'all know I'm a makeup girly. So I shared a video that I did talking about a makeup product that I tried for the first time. And somebody had the unmitigated fucking gall to get down in my comment section telling me I shouldn't be talking about this and my brand and this and that. Bitch, listen, let me be clear. I'm not going to argue with you. I really am not. I'm just going to block you. I don't have the energy to argue with you. The energy that I have is to talk about what's going on politically and making sure that my Black people understand. And if anybody else that follows me is getting insight from the information that I put out there, I love it. I love it. But you don't dictate what I do. And it pisses me off if you try to. It really does. So I blocked that individual. Talking about my brand. What brand? I'm an everyday girl. I have a 9-to-5 job. What I do on this channel it is a passion. It's not a money maker for me. I just told y'all. I've watched white content creators who do the same thing that I do garner over 50,000 followers in a couple of weeks. And I've got 5,000. I don't make big money off of this. What are you talking about? Our chorus, thank you. Yeah, so listen, the people over at MSNBC will never reach out to me for anything. I don't even think I love the Midas Touch. I would love to work with the Midas Touch. I love Roland Martin. I would love to work with Roland Martin, but they will never reach out to me because I'm not sugarcoating shit. I don't deal with MAGA nuts. I will cut you off, and if you catch me on the right day, I will cuss you out on my platform. I will. Sometimes I will make time to cuss you out. It's very rare, but sometimes you will get me. And I know how I deliver my information is not how they deliver their information. They have a particular way in how they deliver their information. Like the Midas Touch, they don't want to do I told you so's. They don't want to place blame on this group or that group. Bitch, I told y'all, every now and then you will see a video that's titled I tried to tell you or we tried to tell you. If I get the opportunity to say we tried to tell you, bitch, that's how it's going to be. Thank you, bless up, Kev. So yeah, I come on here doing what I do, not looking to advance into other arenas. Does that make sense? And I'm quite content right here doing what it is that I do. I'm good. I'm good with that. Thank you, El Teddy. Hey, Charnette. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate that, Christine. My people who rock with me, they rock with me. The white women that rock with me, they get it. When I start talking about white women and I say what I have to say about white women, the white women who get it and they rock with me. If they don't get it, they are all offended down in the comment section. And if you cross the line, all I'm going to do is block you, white women. Because remember, the people that I center on my pages is Black people. But the white women that get it, they get it. They're clear and they support. They support. So Jenny says she's here because I do what I do. Thank you, Jenny. Elbow Land says I'm an old Jewish woman. The Jewish community stood with the Black community. The Jewish community stood with the Black community and voted for Kamala Harris. 80% has the number changed. I don't know. I haven't looked at the Jewish numbers since after election day, right after election day. But 80% of the Jewish community voted for Kamala Harris. Radio Twins, welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Kathy says if it don't apply, let it fly. Listen, white women, and the reason why I specifically talk to white women a lot of the times is because we share a gender and we should be lockstep and barrel like this. And if we were, we could run this fucking country. But yeah, racism. There's racism. So, but if what I'm saying doesn't apply to you, let it fly. If you're a part of the 47%, why are you all upset? If something I said upsets you, sit with that. Write it down in your journal and ask a question. Why did this upset me? Sit with that. Pi R Tab, I appreciate the info you put out. You are straight up and no sugar. Yeah. and yeah. And I get a lot of people. I'm shocked every now and then because y'all know I don't be in the DMs like that. I don't even be in my email inbox like that. Maybe once every couple of months, I'll just, especially over on Instagram, a lot of people can't get to me in other um on other social media platforms because I block it. And the reason why I do that is because I get so much hate. I'm not in the DMs like that. I used to be, I'm not anymore. I get so much hate in the DMs, and you can't shut off your DMs over on Instagram. So it's every now and then. I have even trained my eye not even to look to see that there's a message in the DM. So I'll go in the DM and somebody done sent me a DM from 3 months ago, and I'll be like, oh, it's just not worth it to respond. And they probably think I'm a bitch, but every now and then I have to make it clear. I don't be in the DMs like that. I don't. I don't. So in the email, I finally went into my email last week, maybe the week before. Maybe it was like after the election. And I had all of these emails from people that, you know, they want to sponsor a video. I don't even know how to venture into that arena and working with somebody else to sponsor a video. And then you open yourself up because they want to financially sponsor a video. You have to promote a product or something like that. And then are they going to want to try to dictate how I do the yeah, I I don't even have the energy to try to work through that and negotiate and all of that stuff. That's why I keep a full-time job, because there's just a lot of things that I'm really not open to doing. Thank you, Alice. But being that we are headed into these next 4 years and it's going to be rough, I foresee a lot of businesses laying people off because in order to make sure things are running in one area, they're going to have to let go in another area. Because in the end, the businesses here in the United States, their one goal is to make money. And if Donald Trump's tariffs go into effect, there's a lot of things that are going to cost more for the next 4 years. Tarshell says sometimes they give you freedom, sometimes they want to review. Yeah, child. You think I'm gonna do a video and send it over to you because you want to review the video, and then what you gonna do? You gonna tell me to change something? You gonna tell me to change something? That takes the flavor away from the whole entire video. Because when I did that video, I gave you me along with the information that I'm providing. Anybody can share information. Anybody can share information. A lot of times it's how that information is delivered. Is the receiver connecting with you and how you're delivering this information? That's whether or not you make them feel comfy and cozy, or if you piss them off. Is the viewer connecting with you? And I believe the only way a viewer really connects with you is if you're your true, authentic self. Yeah, I'm not going back and forth with you for you to sponsor a video and want me to not be my true, authentic self. You get what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? The political gamer says next Christmas is going to be next Christmas. I'm sitting here thinking, I need a couch. I desperately need a couch. And I had budgeted it for next year because I did a lot of upgrades and things around the house this year. And then I had that unexpected tree falling on my house. So I had to fix that and repairs and all of that stuff. So I have done a lot this year, right? So I have planned for the budget for next year. baby, I might have to pull out the credit card to go and get me a couch before the end of the year, because tariffs are going to be kicking people's ass next year. I'm sitting here like, maybe I should go out today or Black Friday. I didn't want to contribute to this economy for Black Friday. But when you're in need, I'm in desperate need. Marguerite says, Tab, do your own independent thing. Yeah, my own. I've been doing just fine all of these years doing my own thing. And I think I will continue to do my own thing. Carolyn says, sponsorship. No, it's called peeping. Protect your peace and your space. I don't, listen, like I said, I work a regular job and they dictate to me all day long and what they want, how they want it done. This is mine. I don't want anybody dictating to me what I do here. Y'all get what I'm saying? The tariffs, aka Trump tax. Okay, I'm glad somebody has a name for it now. It just doesn't make sense on how. And then he's battling it out with our allies. He done added Mexico. First it was China, right? All throughout the campaign, it was China. We got to make China pay this and that, right? And now that he's in office, he's taxing, so he thinks, Mexico and Canada, our allies, our trading partners. Baby, this is all of the fruits and vegetables that come from Mexico, a 25% tariff. Did y'all see the video? I did a little quick video trying to break it down. That dollar avocado will cost you, because of a 25% tariff, will cost you $1.25 once Donald Trump get into office. That gas, that steel, all of that, all of the knickknacks that come into this country from China, he's going to impose an additional 10% tariff. And I believe in some areas there's already a 25% tariff on goods coming in from China. So on top of that, he's imposing another 10%. Y'all, thank y'all for somebody became a member. Hold on. Dmook, thank you for becoming a member. Lip injection. Lip injection, thank you for the super chat. Let me see if I could clear this screen. I don't know how to click. Lip injection says the ball pumpkin will mess up, and I think the ball pumpkin will mess up the economy globally with his rhetoric and tariff mess. But for all of you in the States, the impact will hit much worse. Yes, and I think that's the overall goal. That's the overall goal, to mess up this economy. I truly believe that he is a Russian asset. All this time he has been a Russian asset. I mean, Putin has already come out and said that Donald Trump has certain obligations to the Russian state for their help. So I believe he's a Russian asset. I believe Melania is a part of that plan. She ready to get out though. And his job is to destroy the United States from the inside out. And all of how do I close this out? It won't let me close this out. I don't know. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I forgot what I was saying, but I believe he's a Russian asset. Melania did her job. Yeah. She was supposed to be in place for a certain amount of years. And child, she done. She done. She already said she's not moving back into the White House. That wasn't a part of the contract, right? That wasn't a part of the contract. She wasn't out on the campaign trail. That was not a part of the contract. Her attending the RNC, she only went that one night. All those other nights, that wasn't a part of the contract. She's done. Thank you, Marguerite. Arcorist. That's what I called Elon Musk yesterday. First Lady Elon Musk. Elon Musk is the first lady. And then you hear all of the rumblings about how they are kind of like getting sick of each other within Trump world. And Donald Trump's top people are battling out with Elon Musk. Elon Musk has been there since election night. And I'm going to tell you why. Elon Musk is there protecting his investment. He invested a lot of money into Donald Trump and his campaign. He invested a lot of money getting Donald Trump into the White House. And now he wants to make his investment work for him. So yeah, Elon Musk is right there, keeping an eye on his investment. And all of the people around, they can bitch and complain and talk about Elon Musk all they want to. Elon Musk said, I paid for this. I don't give a F what y'all say. The first buddy. Listen. Thank you. Welcome to the room. Until the VB says Trump will figure out a way to take Elon's money. I don't know. I think there'll be a big blow up before that happens. Ramona says, pay off any debts, don't make any new purchases, and come back anywhere necessary. Yeah, all of those are good advice. All of that is good advice. I mean, I don't hear about JD Vance. I hear about Elon Musk. Elon Musk is the VP. Is the VP, the first lady. He's all of that. Thank you, Roland 7861. Big Dog Ruru, I just found out other countries have been shipping Putin and Melania together all this time. Shipping Putin and Melania all this time. Like it's Twilight. Trump got Queen Melania, though. I don't understand. I just found out other countries been shipping Putin and Melania together all this time. I don't get it. It's not clicking for me. Not clicking. Social Scientist D says, I believe Vance is going to be the first to break. I don't know. I mean, yeah, JD Vance has been at over at Capitol Hill trying to schmooze the Senate to approve their cabinet picks. We'll see. Oh, Celtic says, I think they mean they are having relations. Oh, okay. Thank you for the breakdown. Thank you. How many of y'all have left Twitter? Anybody still on Twitter? I know I left Twitter. I left Twitter before the mass exodus started happening. When I saw all of the changes, well, it wasn't a lot of changes, but they were major changes that was happening to the terms of service, or is that what they call it? Yeah, with the AI and all of that stuff. And he was mm-mm. Oh, so a lot of y'all have left. Are y'all on Blue Sky? Y'all know I'm on Blue Sky. You can follow me on Blue Sky. You can follow me on Blue Sky. I'm on Threads. I'm on Instagram. I just started a Substack. If you're on Substack and you want to follow me on Substack, I'm over there. I'm everywhere. Artai, I don't know what you want me to say. Artai, I'm sorry I'm pronouncing your name incorrectly. Wants me to talk about the Indian and the Black community. I don't know what you want me to say. I can only speak from the Black experience. I can't speak for the Indian community. Okay, Black Anonymous. Yes, y'all can follow me over there. I do make posts over there. I have fan base CCI. We talked about that not too long ago. Spoutable is not Black owned unless they got a new person who bought it. They're POC owned. They're not Black owned. Remember, I told y'all people like to lump POC and Black people together. There's POC and there's Black. The last I heard, it was POC owned, Spoutable, not Black owned. My Linktree. Oh, I don't think I put the link to Substack on Linktree yet, because I just did it this morning. Carrie says there is no relationship. Listen, I'm gonna be very honest. Black people are in a position right now that we are by ourselves. We are adjusting ourselves accordingly. What this election opened up the eyes of Black people to is that no one else out there is for Black people but Black people. That's it. That's it. And people can say that's not true. We all need to stick together. Yeah. Yeah, you can say all of that, but when it came down to sticking together, you all didn't stick together with us. So, yeah. Now, I'm not saying there your personal relationships with people from different communities is different. There are some white women that I know ride for Black people. There are transgender people out there that I know ride for Black people. But I'm talking about communities as a whole. The numbers don't lie. The numbers don't lie. Those exit poll numbers told me everything that I need to know. The only people that ride for Black people are Black people. All these other POC communities, they ride with white supremacy. They will move to hold on to their connection to white supremacy. And it is what it is. I'm on Blue Sky, everybody. Same name, Tabitha Speaks Politics. I'm on Blue Sky. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm not saying that to be divisive. I'm stating facts. The numbers don't lie. Let me pull up the numbers. I still got them on my phone. They probably going to be here for the next 4 years. Because the last few elections, it was white women that was voting for their proximity to white supremacy. Baby, this time around, all groups except for black people voted for proximity to white supremacy. White men. And this is numbers from November 8th. I don't know what the numbers have been since this point, okay? But 60% of white men voted for white supremacy. 53% of white women voted for white supremacy. 55% of Latino men voted for white supremacy. 38% of Latina women voted for white supremacy. All other POC groups, 46% voted for a connection to white supremacy. Black men, 77% voted for democracy, voted so everybody can live free and have rights. They voted for women to have bodily autonomy. And of course, 92% of Black women voted for democracy. So people can talk all they want. I've told y'all on more than one occasion, people lie, the numbers don't. Hey, everybody. And I'm talking about the different race groups as a whole. I'm not talking about how close you and your neighbor are and how your neighbor looks out for you. That is on a case-by-case basis. I'm talking about groups as a whole. Okay? Okay. So when somebody was saying to Carrie down in the chat, because Carrie says we all by ourselves as Black people, she ain't lying. We are. The numbers tell us. The numbers tell us that we are alone when it comes to fighting for fairness, when it comes to fighting against white supremacy and racism. We are alone. Carrie, those numbers are the exit poll numbers from November 8th. I'm sure the numbers have been updated since then. I got it from NBC. This is what the diagram looks like. Hold on. That's what the diagram looks like. Just put in the Google machine, exit poll numbers from the 2024 election, and it'll bring up a whole bunch of different graphs for you. Continue. Wait. Okay, Freddie Famble says, should we form our own party and continue alone? It's not easy to create a party. Ask the Green Party. Where's Jill Stein? We ain't heard from Jill Stein. Thank you, Angelia, for the super chat. We ain't heard from Jill Stein since the election, have we? Now, all up until election day, all of the chaos demons were like, we'll never get change if we don't vote third party. And the rest of us who understand how this works was like, no, we can't just at the time campaigning starts, bring up this candidate who is not known by the masses and think that person is going to win the election. The way that you need to do it is, the better candidate would have been Kamala Harris. We vote to get Kamala Harris into office. We can work with her for the next 4 years. And then after the election, we start to, those who are truly interested in running for the presidency as a third party candidate starts campaigning after the election. Where's Jill Stein? If she was serious about the presidency, she would be campaigning right now for 2028. Where's Jill Stein? Where's Jill Stein? Jill Stein done gone into hibernation because she knew all of y'all were fools. She knew what her job was. Her job was to pick off votes from Kamala Harris because she works for Vladimir Putin. And now she gone. Where's she at? Where's she at? Everybody's like, there was a hashtag at one point. Where's Jill Stein? Where's Jill Stein? Where's Jill Stein? Any serious third-party candidate would be starting a campaign right now. Thank you, the VB, for the super chat. They would be starting a campaign right now. Kambuski, you and me both. I was done with that movement when they started with the anti-blackness against black women. I was side-eyeing them all the way up until that point in how they were bullying other people to talk about their movement. They were going into the comment sections of people who talks about traveling by RV. Let's just say that. And that person has 500,000 followers because people who are interested in traveling about with an RV are following them. But they would get down in the comment section of those content creators who know nothing about politics, the ins and outs of what was going on. They want them to speak on what's going on. And if they didn't, they would troll down in the comment section. They would weaponize their followings because they too had huge followings. And then they would report those people's pages. Those pages would get taken down because they didn't want to talk about what was going on over there because they don't know shit about what was going on over there. So I was side-eyeing them, but I understood where it was all coming from. They're being wiped off the face of the map. But baby, when that anti-blackness and racism started coming out, I was like, yo, I'm out. I'm out and I'm taking my money with me. No, you don't get to disrespect me. You don't get to demean me and think that I'm going to contribute to your cause. That shit is not happening. Nope. Nope. I was sending money to organizations to help the people in Palestine, and I was sending money to organizations to help the people in Sudan and Congo. This money that was going to Palestine, I redirected those funds. All of it goes to Congo and Sudan. Bitch, you will not disrespect me, my community. You will not demean me. You will not use the tools of white supremacy against me and my people and think you will continue to benefit from me. Now, I know y'all are going to be like, but the people over in Palestine, they didn't have anything to do with that. Listen, the people over in Palestine need to get their people together who are using their platforms to spew that shit. Get your people together. No. So, and I sounded the alarm a few months back. A few months back, earlier in the year, I sounded the alarm. Hey, now, y'all crossing the line. Y'all crossing the line. Rashida Tlaib started that movement, that uncommitted movement. And then behind the scenes, she's scared shitless because the movement has gotten out of control. She behind the scenes scared shitless, but out front, leading them over a cliff. And here we are. Donald Trump is in office. Meanwhile, they were calling Joe Biden Genocide Joe. They were attacking people like me and other people. And Joe Biden kept his head down, steady working, trying to negotiate, trying to work towards a two-state solution. All of that, kept his head down, regardless of the fact that they were calling him Genocide Joe. And he came out yesterday and said that he has effectively negotiated a ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon, and it's effective immediately. And he is still working to protect the people of Gaza and the people of Israel, and working towards a two-state solution. That's a politician. That's a good politician who can look past all of the vitriol of a group of people that you're trying to help and still work towards trying to make sure that they are safe and their people are safe. Me, bitch, y'all would have been up the creek without a fucking paddle. So I love y'all who get down in the comments and say, Tabitha, you really should run for office. I love that you have that that type of outlook for me, and that you think that I would be of good public service. But I hold grudges. I would have walked away from that fucking table so quick. You fix it then. So yeah, I know where I'm supposed to be. I know where I'm supposed to be. I know my everybody plays a role, right? I tell y'all that all the time. Everybody plays a role. This is my role here. My role, I excel at looking at all of the political bullshit that is happening, that goes viral with Congress, the House, the Senate, the executive branch. I don't even talk that much about the Supreme Court because I don't know legal. That's not my lane, right? I know my lane and I stay in it. Your girl ain't perfect. Your girl is not perfect, baby. They would have been up the fucking creek without a paddle the first time I heard of Genocide Joe. You suit up, get your flight back home, and fight for your people. That would have been my outlook. Kabuski says, I hold grudges too. Baby, I hold grudges. I hold grudges. And I can hold a grudge for some years. I'm going to tell you one thing. And all that I have seen from Palestinians out on social media, I will never, ever forget that shit. Ever. Never, ever will I forget. Ever. I will never forget. I will never forget the things they said about Black people, how they demeaned Black people, disrespected Black people, disrespected our fight here in the United States. The fight that they currently take advantage of here in the United, I will never forget that shit. I don't sit here and wish harm. I hope things work out where they can live safe and free and have a two-state solution. I will never lift a finger to make that happen. I hope they get there. I really do hope they get there. Diamond Pearl, the Dems need to get it together and stop being so passive. Y'all know that's my biggest gripe. Thank you for the super chat. Biggest gripe with the Democrats. My biggest gripe with the Democrats. They always they took what Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high, and they took it to the nth degree. You are fighting with swine. You are fighting with pigs down in the mud, Democrats. And I'm sorry, in this fight, there's no way that you are not going to get fucking dirty if you are fighting the right way. And Democrats are not fighting the right way. They have never fought the right way. You cannot tell me that there aren't people out there that can outthink the Republican Party. You can't. You can't tell me. I still don't understand how is it that Republicans in the House and the Senate can go down to a content creator's platform and give a content creator that has 10,000 subscribers, will take the time to give that content creator a 5-minute interview. And Democrats don't do the same. Republicans recognize that's 10,000 people who will be open to hearing what it is that they are saying. Democrats don't use social media content creators the way that Republicans do. That's one issue. They started to learn, but by that time, I think it was too late. Kamala Harris understands the power of social media content creators. That's why she turned to social media content creators and made sure that a whole bunch of these creators had a spot at the DNC. They understand the importance of social media content creation. Democrats as a whole, they don't. They think like Joe Scarborough. They think social media is not a real place. That's why I believe Kamala Harris's campaign was flawless. Somebody mentioned Obama, Sheldon Johnston. She used President Obama's campaign people. Kamala Harris had a flawless campaign. She had a team of young people running all of her social media accounts. That's why every time one of them crazy ass Republicans put out some crazy ass shit, the 20 people on her social media team, somebody saw it and came back with the quickness. Her social media campaign was flawless. She understood all aspects of running that campaign. And the people who she employed to help her with that campaign, they understood. They were Obama's people. Democrats outside of that, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, the giraffes of the party that they still have this hold on the party, they are what's holding the party back. I got a video coming out about, because Joe Scarborough is still trying to gaslight the people. I got a video coming up. It'll be posted today. Right. Jasmine Crockett, she ain't having it. She ain't having it. She understands the power of social media, and she understands that, what did she say to Marjorie Taylor Greene? She may be able to try other people, but don't try me. We need more of that. AOC is phenomenal. Did you hear what AOC had to say about Nancy Mace? But those two are the only ones. They are the loudest of them all. They stay on the Republicans' necks. It's not done as a collective from the Democrat Party. It's done as a collective over with the Republican Party. Nancy Mace, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, Jim Jordan, all of them are on the same page. Ayanna Pressley, Yep, Ayanna Pressley. Cori Bush was one of them, but Cori Bush lost her seat because she's supporting Palestine. None of them content creators came out and said, thank you, Cori Bush, for dying on the sword for us and our cause. Not one of them. Jamal Bowman was another one. That was, and I think they sidelined Jamal Bowman. Remember Jamal Bowman? Every time Marjorie Taylor Greene was in front of a camera talking trash, Jamal Bowman was somewhere in the audience screaming at Marjorie Taylor Greene, talking about lies. And remember that? I love Jamal Bowman, but he too ended up falling on the sword for Palestine. And Black people lost two staunch supporters who was fighting for the betterment of all POC. We lost that. We lost that. And not one of them came out to say thank you. Thank you. Who is this with? Listen, you got to go. You got to go. I don't with these stats. Yeah. I don't need you spamming yeah. I'm sorry. Thank you, Linda. Katie Porter. Did she have to resign her seat in order to run for the Senate? Did Katie Porter have to resign her seat? She did. Oh. I wish she wouldn't have done that. I really wish, because they loved Katie Porter, but Adam Schiff was backed by the money, and the money being Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. I don't think it was Adam Schiff, Erica. I think it was who backed Adam Schiff. And that would be Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer. Doncha says, on a lighter note, I wanted to say thanks for the ombre lip to Oh, you're welcome. Juvia's Place has all my money now. You're welcome. Listen, y'all are going to see more of those type of videos. And just know, when you see those types of videos, I'm decompressing. The makeup videos, or when I'm coming in talking about something else, I'm decompressing from all that I see and all that I have talked about. Okay? Y'all won't see them often, but when you see them, just know that's what that is about. Cody with Henry, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you and your support. Right, Adam Schiff, listen, I knew who was going to win that race. I like Katie Porter. I knew who was going to win that race. I wish she would have paid attention to that. Did she have a chance? Absolutely. 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 And so, listen, all of my Black people, I know y'all are resting and in relaxation mode. I get it. I just don't want you to fully disengage. I want you to stay aware of what is going on politically, because come 2026, we still have an obligated duty to get into that voting booth to cast our vote. 2026, and then again in 2028. Take your time. You don't have to march. You don't have to do anything other than stay engaged on what is going on. That's it. Just stay engaged. Watch videos, read news articles. Tune in to me, because I will be here to keep you abreast of what is going on politically. You don't have to do nothing else. Put the cape away. Put the cape away, but stay engaged. So you'll know when you get into the voting booth, because we still have our duty. We still have to vote for harm reduction at this point. Local elections. Somebody's asking about Rashida Tlaib. Yeah, she started that uncommitted movement. Thank you, Linda, for the super chat. I appreciate that. Rashida Tlaib started the uncommitted movement. Period. And then when she saw how it was going, she started freaking out behind closed doors. Thank you, Beatrice. She started freaking out behind closed doors because she knew the danger that Donald Trump would impose if he got into the White House. But yeah, from the uncommitted movement, the abandoned Harris movement was born. And I believe they fed off of each other. So you had the uncommitted movement and you had the abandoned Harris movement. And their numbers were large enough to cause Kamala Harris to lose the presidency. Were they the only factor? No, because there was supposedly millions, who did not vote. Now, I know a lot of y'all are talking about the math ain't math and the numbers are not adding up. I can't go down a conspiracy theory hole. I can't do that. My mind I can't. I've heard about the letters that have been written and the warnings. I've heard all of it. I can't go. I need to work with facts. I need it. Once journalists start picking up the story and doing investigative work and putting it out there, then my brain can go into that mode. I can't go based off of conspiracy theory. I can't do it, y'all. Todd French, thank you for the super chat. I'm so glad I found your channel. Your channel, keep cooking. Thank you. I am hoping, with all of the buzz surrounding it, that somebody like Rachel Maddow will do some investigative work. But I refuse to believe that with the army of lawyers that Kamala Harris had, she knew that they were going to be doing some underhanded shit. I can't believe she left no stone unturned. Is it possible? Absolutely. But yeah, I can't get into that mode with y'all. I can't do it. I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you, Gerald, for the super chat. Fire and Flame, yes. Rashida Tlaib, I will never forget. Are y'all hearing me? Never will I ever forget. Ever. Lemon Clove, thank you for the super chat. I will never, ever forget. Catholic, thank you for the super chat. Never. I will never forget. Like I said, I don't wish them harm. I wish them all the best. But my platform, my voice will never be used. Never. My money will never be spent. Ever. Ever. She's in a safe district, Donald. So she could do all of what she did, right? Because she's in a safe district. And truth be told, she was representing her people. She was. But she brought harm to my community. Her and her people brought harm to my community when it did not have to be this way. It did not have to be this way. We could have worked together. They could have listened. We know this political system. From the Black experience, we know this political system. All they had to do is listen. All they had to do is listen. All they had to do is listen. And we all could have come out better on the other side. We all could have come out better on the other side. But no, they put in, we were working for all of us. Black women were working for all of us. They were working for themselves. They said, fuck you, Black women. This is what we are going to do. And we pleaded and said, no, you don't understand these devils. For 400 years, our people have been dealing with these devils. He put on his shiny suit. He traveled on down there to Dearborn. Y'all gave him a plaque. And y'all was all excited that he took the time to come down and talk to y'all when all he did was spew lies. We knew it. We knew it. We've been dealing with these lying ass, untrustworthy ass white supremacists for hundreds of years. We knew what he was going to do. And the first thing he did, he put all the people in place to wipe out the rest of Gaza. Thank you, Carmelo, for the super chat. And now they're begging and whining Joe Biden to do something, further insulting the man, talking about do something for once. Bitch, he has been working behind the scenes for a year. You just don't know about it. And like I said, he came out yesterday and talked about the progress he's made. He got a ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon, a permanent ceasefire, and he is continuing to work and negotiate for a permanent ceasefire in Gaza. And he said he will continue to work until he leaves office. And remember what I said, that's a politician. That's a good president because, bitch, I wouldn't have done it. On that note, y'all, I have got to, the Catholic call it the bait and switch. Baby, we knew the man was lying. We knew the man was lying. We said it repeatedly. Donald Trump has been on the phone with Netanyahu. When Netanyahu came here to speak to Congress, when he was done speaking to Congress, he went running down to Mar-a-Lago. They had a nice meeting down there at Mar-a-Lago. I mean, we told you that all that Joe Biden was trying to do behind the scenes, Donald Trump was behind the scenes throwing wrenches in that shit. We told you. The connection between Donald Trump and Benjamin Netanyahu. We told you, Benjamin Netanyahu, one of the settlements where they took land from the Palestinians, houses and all of that stuff, he gave that to Donald Trump. Donald Trump has a settlement over there on the West Bank gifted to him by Netanyahu. We told y'all. Don't believe nothing. All the man does is lie. All he does is lie. And y'all sided with racists, white supremacists. He called Joe Biden a Palestinian, used it as a slur, and y'all still sided with him and voted for him. I will never forget that. Ever. I will never forget that. Ever. Because I believe you did that out of spite, out of vindictiveness, out of vengeance. You know that old saying, when you dig one grave, you better dig two, because one of those graves just may be for you. And that's what's happening. That's what's happening. And then they were so nasty with it. If you, that lady that came out and said, vote for Kamala, don't vote for Kamala Harris, vote for Jill Stein, vote for Donald Trump. or don't vote at all. But if you vote for Kamala Harris, don't expect to be welcomed by my community. Mind you, all of your businesses are in my community. Thank you, Simply Shoshana, for becoming a member. Pensy Dude, thank you for the super chat. I will never forget, ever. I will never forget, ever. I will always be here to remind you. I will always be here to remind you. And on that note, I'm going to end this live. Yes, I don't know if I will do that shirt, but yeah, if you're a part of if you're a part of Club 92%, I've got Club 92% t-shirts in my store. I actually got one. Let me show y'all. Hold on. Get your Club 92% t-shirts. Club 92%. They come in different fonts and different colors. And down here, it says Unity Established 2024. Because, baby, we came together. We came together in 2024. For as much as people think that the Black community is divided, we showed them the truth on election day. You can find the link. You can see all of the shirt. I think there's a sweatshirt as well. It's somewhere. You'll see it somewhere down there at the bottom. Club 92%. All of my Club 92% people, get you a t-shirt. I'll put a link, but the shop, let me see if it'll show up. When you watch a video, the shop automatically comes up. White women, you got some Black sisters in your life? Get them a Club 92% shirt. See, when you open up a video, the store pops up down here. You get it in sweatshirt, hoodie form or t-shirt form. Kathy says, my belief is they targeted Biden Harris because they put in place initiatives that help the Black community, HBCU funding. Listen, it's all racism played a role, misogynoir played a role, white supremacy played a role. All of that played a role in them electing Donald Trump, and that includes the brown community. Jerome in Seattle, this gay white man can't express how much you are loved. And thank you, Jerome in Seattle. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, everybody who became a member to offer me additional support. I appreciate that. Thank you. Please continue to share the videos out there on social media, because how did we start this video? I told y'all, our voices don't get shared. Our voices don't get shared. And when I say our, I mean Black people. Okay? Y'all have a very happy, I hope y'all, listen, if I don't have the issue of a divided family because some of them are Trump supporters versus others. But I know how disrespectful and denigrating Trump supporters are. And I know the things that they're cruel. The cruelty is the point. They are cruel and they are hurtful. And I know some of my family out there, a lot of my white people out there are dealing, y'all are split in the family. I just want you to know no one has to deal with disrespect. No one has to deal with abuse in any way, shape, or form. No one deserves to be denigrated from someone that is family and claims to love you. And if you find yourself at Thanksgiving dinner with people that are being toxic, abusive, and disrespectful towards you, you have every right to get your shit and leave. Don't let them make you feel guilty about it. Leave. Leave. Don't let them run that game. You're letting politics come in between us. It's not about politics. It's about character. Character and morals. They are hurting you in support of a pussy grabbing rapist. Leave. Leave. They don't deserve your energy. And don't let them take advantage or take your energy, your peace, your happiness. Leave. Okay? Okay. I love y'all. I got a couple. No, I only got one major video coming out, and it's regards to, let me see. It's in regards to I'm still going off on Joe, Mika and Joe. Yeah, that's the video. Okay? That'll be up at some point today, next hour or so. All right, y'all have a happy, safe Thanksgiving, peaceful Thanksgiving. All right, and try not to spend too much money on Black Friday. I ain't telling you not to spend your money. You can do whatever you want with your money. Because like I said, I'm sitting here trying to figure out, do I go and take advantage and try to get my couch? Because come next year, I won't be able to afford the couch at all. But yeah, just know whatever money you spend is going to benefit those big corporations. So if you want to buy something, find a small Black-owned business to buy from. Okay. Okay. I love y'all. Thank y'all for all of the love. I'll see y'all, and y'all won't see me tomorrow. Maybe, but not as a live. Okay. All right. Bye.